How are you? How's your day? Okay, well, I bet we're on time. We want to see how best we can evaluate the situation young people are facing currently in Uganda. I think we're all very familiar with this. But before we go there, according to you, what do you feel is the challenge? Because very many people have come out to solve young people's problems, and many of them are using us in terms of reports, saying that, oh, we're fighting for the youth, we are leading young people, and still we have the same problems in society. We are underrepresented in parliament, in different decision-making bodies, and we still have the same problems: poverty, unemployment, and so on. What do you guys think about that? What is the situation? So,
first of all, that society we are living in expects a lot from youth. For example, let me take an example, a girl child like me. Someone will expect me to have a job at 22, get married at 25.
What role do you think society has played in actually keeping us in the kalok as young people?
Society has tried to help youth one way or the other, but at the same time, they have really not helped a lot. For example, the social media tax that was introduced. Very many youth were involved in social media promotion. Right now, they literally have nothing to do because the taxes have increased on social media and they are earning less.
How many young people actually productively use social media, and how have they been hindered because of the tax?
To come in, can I come in?
Yeah, please.
I know government is saying that social media is a luxury, so they should tax it. But I'm missing a point. We use social media for different reasons. We use social media to promote our businesses, for advocacy and for communication. So I think the government only considering one part of it. It's making, that's why people are boycotting these taxes because they have missed a point. But then I also think the youth should come up and do things that are helping them generate the income so that they can have a life and be where they want to be.
Depends on the user. Why would you tax me for using social media?
Can you define both of the yes and the no?
Yes and the no. Yes, it is a luxury for those who are using it to show how good they are, how beautiful they are, how to slay. Then it is not a luxury on the other end because it's a business enterprise. I use that to advertise my own business. Many youth are using that to market their produce and their products. So why are you double taxing them? They're already paying taxes.
So if you have a boutique and on each handbag you're selling, your profit is 1,000 shillings, you have to lose 200 shillings of the profit.
That is 800,000 shillings you're losing. On top of that, URA is going to come and ask you for license for trading. What's that? That's so unfair. Yes, I know the government is doing everything it can, but it is not involving anyone. This tax alone, and I have reasonable proof to believe that there were no youth who were involved in this. It is after the tax was imposed that youth came up, and now government is trying to listen. It is doing everything to show that it's listening.
But government came out and said that they called young people to be part of these processes, consultation processes, and young people did not turn up. I don't know, Rosette, what do you have to say about the attitudes of young people?
I think that the youth have a negative attitude mostly towards the work that is there, towards the work that they have to do. For example, if I talk about agriculture, the agriculture sector is one of the most productive sectors in the country where the government is earning from. And the youths do not want to get involved in farming. I think only 12% of the youth in Uganda only want to get involved in farming. So I'm thinking if that number grew and everyone gets involved, the government will buy their products, there will be markets in the same country, Uganda. So let's value all the activities that make us earn a living. I'll give an example in my village. There's this farmer who wanted to cultivate his land for farming, wanted to put in maize. So he calls the young people on the village, tells them, I have this, come cultivate my land, you do the planting, I pay you. And they're supposed to pay each 30,000 per day. And they were going to do it, I think, for 3 days or 4 days. So these young
30,000 per day? For how long?
For 3 days.
That's like
that was 10,000 a day. And there were many. It's not like it was one person, so there were very many people. But this guy, I'm sure he did it to give these young people on the village what to do and what to eat. So in the process, this guy said, no, we can't do
Why did they do that?
They just didn't want. That's
Because
not
it was
part of
agriculture.
It's not part of their work. They can't cultivate a land. They can't be planting. So if they're not respecting the activities that earn them money, what do they want the government to do for them?
Yes. Then hands dirty.
Yeah, I think we start with those small things and make you go somewhere else.
But we know society today is demonizing such activities like agriculture. They consider a person to, in order a person to be considered devout and in a good life, that person is supposed to be having a car, a white collar job, a home, and probably married. So
there's like social clusters and categorization.
yes, which is discouraging the youth from joining activities like agriculture, and that is not helping our society. So society should play a role of motivating the youth to join such activities like agriculture and those other jobs that are considered to be
And kind of recognize different ways of working. For example, innovation. Because now we have very many young people who are innovators. They do freelance work. They do not necessarily have a monthly paycheck.
Let us not forget that government has a role to play. Yes, society has a role to play, like motivating them, encouraging them, creating a conducive environment, because they are young children. If you go back to our traditional society whereby the child is raised by everyone in the family,
It takes a community to raise it.
exactly. The government has a role to play when it is bringing in these policies. Of, like we have NACS. It is the National Advisory Agriculture Department. Now we have the Youth Livelihood Program. The youth are not involved in this. Government has a very huge role to play. You can go ahead and have your planning selection committee, but if the youth do not know what is in that program or in that fund, there is clearly no way they are going to benefit. I'll give an example of the Pabe NGO Forum. They have a group of over 20 youth groups. So they monitor the activities that the youth are doing with the money that they have been given. But the challenge they are facing right now is that 20 youth will come, write their proposal, submit to the selective committee, you're saying. Once they receive that money, the person who was actively involved in requesting for this money will take a bigger portion and disappear. Now you'll find that these others are being arrested. Why?
Because they couldn't pay back.
They were not trained. You can't give them resources and yet they don't know how to use them.
I experienced one of the same kind of scenario in Otuke district. We went and interviewed young people who actually took this money, the Youth Livelihood Fund money. And the moment they saw the vehicle coming, those guys ran away.
Exactly.
And then on asking boss, why were you running? I was like, no, we thought you are the government, you've come, you get. Because we asked them, did you receive the Youth Livelihood Fund? They said, yes. But the proposal we had was to start an internet cafe. But when we reached to receive the money, one of the supervisors, because he had piglets, he said that we cannot give you the money unless you are buying these piglets.
Now, you can see, they were not trained. The money just came. The person who was actively involved in it decided to take a bigger portion and lay conditions down for everyone who is there.
I mean, the idea was discarded. And if for those who are in business, you know that for you to triumph in business, at least your idea has to count, your planning has to count, and then
If it doesn't work on paper, it will not work on ground.
So tell us, what exactly should the government do?
We need the youth to be more involved in this. When they were drafting the policy, when they were working on this program, government should have put sufficient notice. It was not there. That means the youth do not know. There is no way they can come in and say, you know what, this will not work, this will work for us. So, them not knowing, government assumed that the youth already know, they're brilliant enough to do this, and they just imposed it on them.
Could we actually attribute the same assumption that Parliament did to pass the previous law, the social media tax?
I think that is what we can do. We should put the same assumption there, because you're now taxing social media. Isn't that one of the fastest ways for the youth to get this information? Put that aside. Go back to the village where people use these phones which are not internet enabled. We have bulk SMS, can they be sent? We have community development officers who can pass on this communication. We have resident district officers.
But not to even go far, in terms of speaking on access to information, there are WhatsApp groups in every district. These WhatsApp groups have journalists, have the local leaders and even have key young people in them. So what they do actually, if a young people buys a social bundle of 250 shillings, that's 50 MBs, right? They are able to get podcasts of what is happening on radio. They're able to understand what the speakers say. They're able to get fast, instant news from different media channels. Each group is interlinked to each group, and you find that circulation and access to information has been so easy to everyone. And therefore, young people can be able to have a voice, mentioned or heard. If government does not provide this platform, social media was the platform. The moment they know what is happening from their groups, they'll go to Twitter, they'll go to Facebook and post something there. But now, we have kind of that space is shrinking and it's limited.
I want you to identify one community development officer who may have got that information to pass it on to the others.
I wouldn't identify one.
So that is the problem. That it was not passed.
Even the recent discussion in Parliament said that for them to pass the mobile money tax and the OTT tax, they actually waited for people to come and be consulted. Did any of you see these adverts on TV or on social media calling the general public to come?
I did not, unless any of you did. None of us saw that information being passed down by Parliament, and for them to come and say that they actually sent out calls for youth to come and take part and get involved in this, no. It is just recently in Parliament when students from Makerere Law Society requested the speaker for attention so that they could air out their views. If this had happened before this bill was brought before Parliament, we wouldn't be in this mess today.
So in your last closing remarks, maybe to start with, so what do you think society should do to actually enable young people to be able to triumph in their access to finances or building their economic capacities?
I think society should involve the youth while they're making decisions. Be more supportive to creativity and innovations towards the youth.
In my conclusion, the youth should respect all activities that help them generate the income, and they should also change the attitudes they have towards the work, towards any activity that is there for them to do to make them earn a living. So once the attitude is changed and once the attitude is worked on, I believe everyone will be what they want to be.
Government really has a role to play in this. You have the education program, you have DLE, you have USE, all those things are there, but they are not properly grooming the youth where the state wants us to be. And then you come and impose things on us, and then they fail, and then you say, you keep on blaming the youth for not having been aware of this. I clearly disagree. So the government has a bigger role to play.
For sustainable development to actually really take place, we all need to join hands and be part of this. That's the meaning of having a bottom-top approach to development. Participation is key. So, collective effort brings in collective impact, and that's SDG goal number 17. That is call for partnerships for SDGs to be able to address goal 1 and goal 8 for decent work of young people. So, it's been a great discussion. We hope this discussion can continue online. Francis, pleasure meeting you, Rosette and Sue. And we hope that everything can go on well. Don't we all agree?
Yeah, we should do this more.
Definitely we should.